Okay. All right, let's sit comfortably. I'm sitting on the chair, but I'll eventually come down. But those who would like to practice on the chair should be able to practice. That's what these sessions are for. You can sit on the chair or you can sit on the mat. Back and neck straight. Long, deep inhalation. Long, deep exhalation. We'll begin the session with 3 ohms. Inhale. And gently opening your eyes with a few blinks. We'll be moving on to cat and cow stretch breathing. I'll just show the demo on the chair and then come back on the mat. So if you're sitting on the chair, you can sit with hands on the thighs. And as you inhale, make a concave shape of the back, pushing the middle back forward and bending the head back. And as you exhale, draw the belly in and push the spine back and chin to the chest. Same thing, we'll practice on the mat. Come on all fours, hands below the shoulders, knees below the hips. As you inhale, drop the belly down, arch the spine downward, lift the head up and look up. Feel the stretch in the lumbar region. And as you exhale, curl up, draw the belly in, chin to the chest. Feel the stretch in the upper back. Inhale, arch the spine, look up. Exhale, curl up, chin to the chest. 2 more times. Inhale, look up. Exhale and down. Inhale, look up. And exhale, curl up, chin to the chest. And gently release. And you may rest in Shashankasana, the child pose, with hips on the heels, head to the ground. Stay there. And if you're on the chair, you can just simply cross your hands on the knees and bring your head down. We'll chant one humming sound here. Inhale. And gently, when you're ready, come up to sitting pose. You may sit on your knees or release the legs and come up to standing position or sitting on the chair. We can practice the next practice standing with feet together, hands by the side, shoulders wide and resting down. And if feet cannot be together, you can place them slightly apart. We'll practice many of the breathing practices which we practice will be on standing or sitting pose. We'll practice lateral arm movements. Hands by the side, chest wide, shoulders down, spine straight. And let us begin the practice with 1 second. Yeah. Sitting with hands down or standing up. I'll be showing the sitting practice, but you can also stand and practice this. As you inhale, bring the arms up by the side, raise them up and interlock the fingers, palms facing up, stretch up, chin down. Draw the belly in, lift the arms all the way up, stretch up. And as you exhale, slowly lower the arms down. We'll practice this 3 more times. Inhale, lift your arms up, Ujjayi breath, making a little constriction of the glottis and breathing with a whispering sound. Stretch up. And as you exhale, slowly breathing out from the throat level, constriction of the glottis called Ujjayi breath. 2 more times. Inhale, arms up, stretch up, interlock the fingers, palms facing the ceiling, stretch up, draw the belly in, chin down. And as you exhale, lower the arms down by the side. One last time. Inhale, arms up and stretch up and hold there. Stretch, stretch, and stretch. And now we'll do side bending in this pose. As you exhale, bend to the right, lateral bend. Inhale to the center, exhale to the left. Inhale, center, exhale to the right. Inhale to the center, exhale to the left. Inhale to the center, exhale to the right. Inhale to the center, exhale to the left. One last time. Inhale to the center, exhale, laterally bend to the right, hold there, stretch up and keep bending. Stretch up, lengthen the spine and keep bending. Inhale, come back, exhale and bend to the left. Stretch up and keep bending, stretch up and keep bending. Inhale, come back to the center and exhale, lower your arms down, release, relax. Observe your shoulders, your arms, your respiratory muscles of the respiration and lungs, all of it beautifully stimulated, stretched. And gently we'll come down to sitting. We'll practice some sitting practices of breathing. The first one is called Kapalabhati. You can sit on the chair or on the mat. All the breathing practices to begin with. This is Kapalabhati, the skull shining breath or fire breathing. You can practice with hands on the thighs or simply abdomen to the hand to the abdomen here, and we'll forcefully exhale and passively inhale, like how we sneeze, like that. Okay, we'll practice that about 60 breaths per minute. This is contraindicated for people with hypertension or back pain, severe back pain, or women during menstruation. Practice with caution, and people with controlled hypertension can do 40 breaths per minute. Let's begin. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, like that. You can place the hands back on the thighs. Continue practicing. And again, anyone with conditions that prevent you from practicing, including epilepsy, just breathe. Eyes closed. Long deep breath. Listen to your body. At any point you feel tired, you may pause. Otherwise, continue. And gently stop the practice. Inhale deeply. Exhale, relax, and observe your breath. Fast rhythmic breathing followed by slow rhythmic breathing. When the breath slows, the mind slows. This practice of skull shining breath, the fire breathing, or Kapalabhati is excellent for people who have any anxiety. Observe the mind cleared of all the speed of the racing thoughts. And let us move on to the second practice. This time we'll be going slightly faster, maybe 80 to 90 breaths, or if you're in good health, up to 120 breaths. People with hypertension, stay either normal breathing, or if you must practice, 40 breaths per minute. Let's begin. You can practice with hands on the thighs, or you can also have a little fist with thumb tucked inside, knuckles touching each other, called Brahma Mudra at the navel point. This is how you place them. And now we'll practice doubling the speed if you only can. Let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or slower than that. Listen to your body. If you want to stop at any point, feel free to do that. Otherwise, continue. At any point you feel tired, it's time to stop the practice or continue. Few more rounds. And gently stop the practice. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely and relax. Observe your breath. Observe your mind. All the wavering thoughts subsiding. Kapalabhati, the skull shining breath, is as good as taking a Prozac, they say. But again, listen to your body when you practice. Now, the next practice would be Bhastrika, bellows breath, where you take the arms by the side here like this with the fists near the shoulders, bending the elbows. Now, as you inhale, lift your arms up, opening the fingers. As you exhale forcefully, bring it back next to the shoulders. So inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, forceful inhalation as well as exhalation. Listen to your body, especially if you have any epileptic condition. This is not the practice for you. Just a few more. And gently stop the practice. Inhale deeply. Exhale and relax. Observe the cessation of breath at the end of every exhalation, before the next inhalation. A little pause between the breath that happens naturally, where the mind transcends, the breath also transcends, resulting in peace. And gently open your eyes. With that preparatory practices, we'll move on to the practice of asanas now. So come up to standing. So we'll now practice some asanas. So here we'll go into the practice of backward bend, forward bend, side bend, and then some warrior pose and all the standing poses. So first let's go into backward bend. So stand in Tadasana, the standing pose. You can practice a well-supported back bend. Take the hands back, support the pelvis, hold them at the back of the pelvis, fingers facing down and elbows close to each other. Now contract the glutes. Feet can be together or slightly apart. Contract the glutes and push the pelvis forward, lengthen the spine and bend back. Keep lengthening the spine, supporting the back, elbows close to each other, chest open, and slightly lift the head up slightly, not hyperextension. Stay there. You can practice this sitting on the chair as well. Stay, breathe. Engage the glutes, engage the thighs. Open the chest, lengthen the spine. Stay 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently come back and release. And now, same practice with arms lifted up. Okay, as you inhale, lift your arms up. This can be done by people sitting on the chair as well. So lift your arms up, lengthen the spine, and gently bend back. Only as much as you can bend, lengthen the spine. Contract the glutes, thighs, push the pelvis forward, and stay there. Keep lengthening the spine. You can also interlock the fingers of the hands with index finger pointing up and bend back, stay there. Tie the hands and stay, breathe. Don't overly bend back. And gently come back, release the arms, straighten the torso, and gently bring your arms down. Now in this state, We'll practice in the same standing or sitting pose. We'll practice forward bending. First, let us practice half forward bend. So place your hands just above the knees if you're standing, and half forward bend, lengthening the spine. Lengthen the spine, keep the arch, lower arch of the back intact, and stay there, chin up. You can practice this standing or sitting. Keep the chin up, lengthen the spine as you hold there. This is half forward bend. People with hypertension can stay here. And others will be forward folding. If you have a back pain, bend your knees. Otherwise, forward fold into Padahastasana, the forward bending pose. Head down, the crown of the head faces the floor, as we say. Anybody with back pain, bend your knees. Stay here, breathe. And in this pose, we'll be twisting. So now bring your hands to the side, to the right side. Bend your, keep staying at as the forward bend, but bend, twist the body to the right. And place your hands next to the right, outside of the right foot. Stay there. You can do that sitting too. Head down. And now slowly come back to the center and move to the left. Twist to the left. Place the hands to the outside of the left foot. Keep the head up if you have hypertension, but you can still practice this. Stay, breathe, and slowly come back to the center. And now get ready to come up. And now slowly rise up, keeping the back straight. Lift your arms up and slowly bring your arms down. And relax in relaxed standing posture or relaxed sitting posture. Observe your breath. We'll now move into triangle pose. So now make one big triangle of your legs. If you're sitting also, you can still have a nice wide triangle sitting. Okay, and now in this triangle, lift the arms up, make them parallel to the floor, and hinge at the hips, push the hips to the right, push the hips to the left and bend to the right. This is our triangle pose. Don't try to bend forward or backward, just bend to the side. If you're sitting too, simply bend to the side. It's the practice of hip opening. So if you tilt your hips forward or backward, you're not getting the benefit of the practice. So keep the hips in line with the legs and the plane of the body. Stay, breathe. Neck is either simply neutral, or you may turn the head to look at the arm that is up, only if you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently come back and go to the other side. Stay there. And now simply hinge the hips towards the right and bend to the left. Don't bend forward or backward. Simply lateral bend. The goal is not to touch the foot. The goal is to simply laterally bend. Stay there. You may turn your head and look at the arm that is up, the hand that is up, or you can keep the head neutral and look forward, gaze forward. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently come up and release the arms. Now we'll practice twisting in the same pose, revolve triangle. So basically bending forward and touching the opposite toe and lifting one of the arms. So we'll practice that sitting or standing. It doesn't matter, we can still practice it. So now, if you're sitting, sit at the edge of the chair and arms, legs wide, arms parallel to the ground. Bend forward, chin up, keeping that lower arch of the back. And now take the left hand to the right toe or wherever you can take. Lift the right arm up straight and look at the hand. Stay there. The goal again is not to bend too far down. The goal is to twist and be in balance. Stay, breathe. Breathe in the pose. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently come back up and go to the other side immediately. Stay there. Right hand to the left toe or left foot, any place on the foot, on the leg, and twist to the left. Left arm up. Look at the left hand. Stay there. Breathe. Standing or sitting, doesn't matter. Get that twist. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently come back and rise up. Release the hands and slowly bending one leg, joining it to the other. Come back to standing and relax. The last of the standing poses will be warrior pose. So just watch the demo here with right leg in the front, left leg at the back, squaring the hips, lifting the arms, making namaste above the head. So you can do that standing or sitting. So let's practice. Taking the right leg front, left leg at the back, square the hips forward, turning the hips to the front, raise the arms and bend back. Stretch strongly upward, reach strongly up. If you're standing, the right heel is in line with the left arch. Stay, breathe, bending the front knee, taking the weight of the body on the back heel, pushing the back heel down. Arch the spine, lengthen the spine, reach for the ceiling as you bend back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release and relax. And now go to the other side. Left foot in the front, right foot at the back. Left foot 90 degrees, turn forward to the left. Right foot is inward, turned. Same thing on the chair. Bend the left knee. Raise the arms, square the hips forward, raise the arms up, arch the spine, look up, and bend back. The arms can go beyond the ears at the back. Take the arms as far back as they can go, as long up. Stretch up, become long, reaching for the ceiling. No hyperextension of the neck. Tilting the neck slightly up. That's it. Stay. Stay with every exhalation. Bend the left knee slightly down. If it is too much, reduce the angle. Lift the front toe up a little bit so the pressure is not on the front knee. Push the back heel down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently release the arms and relax. Bend one knee, join it to the other. Or if you're sitting, sit down on the chair with back resting on at the back. Relax. Observe your breath. And now we can practice the rest sitting on the chair or sitting on the mat. We'll practice the twisting pose. You can do that on the chair as well. If you're sitting on the mat, bend the right leg. Sit with leg stretched in front of you, bend the right leg. Right foot is next to the left knee. And now lift. You can simply, okay, the easiest is hug the right leg with your left arm. This is the simplest. And lift the right arm up, slowly take it back and place it at the back and turn to the right shoulder and look over the right shoulder, twisting to the right. And if you're flexible enough, lift the left arm up and take the elbow to the outside of the right knee. You can keep the arm up like that. The lower arm is nice and vertical, or you can catch hold of the ankle if possible. Twist to the right. Keep looking over the right shoulder. Stay there. Support the back with your hand beside the spine and keep twisting. If you're sitting, simply sit on the chair, use the handle, chair at the back to twist. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release and relax. Observe the asymmetric twisted feeling that you have. And now the opposite side, bending the left leg, hug with the right, and left hand at the back and twist to the left. Look over the left shoulder. If you're flexible, raise the right arm up, lower the elbow next to the outside of the left knee, and hold the hand up like that, or you can release the arm and hold the ankle, whichever works for you based on your flexibility. Twist to the left, look over the left shoulder, and breathe. If you're on the chair, simply hold the chair and twist. Considered a detox pose, all the internal organs squeezed, helps with immunity. When all the impurities are remained, what remains is health. When all impurities are cleaned, what remains is health. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release and relax and observe. And moving on to the supine resting pose. You can lie down in the supine resting pose, or you can sit back on the chair, whichever works for you. If you are resting on the chair, you can also bend the knees. First, let's hug the knees and get that nice traction to the spine. If you're sitting, you can still do this practice by lifting the arms and just hugging, lifting the legs and hugging the legs. One leg at a time is okay. Both legs at a time is also okay, based on your convenience. And stay there, lift the head up, and you can even bring the head close to the knees. Pavana Muktasana, wind release posture. Gently release and relax. Relax in Shavasana, the supine resting pose. Lie down, lie down. Yeah. You can sit on the chair also, resting at the back. Inhale, the abdomen bulges out. Exhale and relax. Inhale, exhale. Observe the abdominal movements as you inhale and as you exhale. Abdominal breathing brings instant relaxation. Whenever you want to relax, all you have to do is to lie down and think of breathing with your belly. Now we'll add some feelings to the breath. As you inhale, feel the fresh air entering your lungs. As you exhale, all the carbon dioxide coming out. Inhale and rejuvenate the whole body. And exhale and let go of any impurities, any stress, any tension. Inhale and inhale positive thoughts. Exhale, give up anything that is negative. We'll now chant the sound of ah 3 times just to relax the abdomen. The sound of ah in the lower pitch simply comes from the gut, relaxes the gut, resonates at the gut region. And gut is considered the second brain. So let us work on that with the chant of ah if you would like to join me. Inhale. 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 And gently, when you're ready, turning over to one side, roll onto the side and use the hand as a pillow to lie down to the side and come up to sitting position. And if you're sitting on the chair, simply sit with your back straight. A little practice of pranayama, the breathing practices, 2 practices. One is ujjayi breath and the other is humming breath. Ujjayi breath is simply constricting the glottis. We did this before in the class, in the session, in the yoga session. All we have to do is inhale deeply, expand the chest, open the chest wide, chin tucked down a little bit, and you breathe as if you're whispering. That kind of breath with your nose. Inhale normally, and while exhaling, produce a little hissing sound as a bicycle tire. When you let out the air, produces the sound, that kind of sound. So long exhalation. Inhale normally. While exhaling, you may even count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at your own pace. Breathe out. Nasal breathing, prolonged exhalation. Exhalation improves the parasympathetic response in the body, the rest and restore. Inhale while exhaling, produce the oceanic sound that is only audible to you, no exaggeration of the sound either. The sound that only you can hear. And gently stop the practice and observe your breath. Last one will be the Bhramari, the humming sound. So we'll practice humming for 5 times, tongue touching the upper palate, inhaling deeply, producing the sound from the back of the throat. We can do that simply with hands on the thighs. And if you are okay to close your eyes and ears, again, we don't want people touching their face or developing the habit of touching the face. So that's why we are not giving that suggestion. So let's practice 5 rounds, 5 long rounds of Bhramari. You can practice 6, 7, 9 up to you in that same time. So let's begin. Inhale deeply and begin. Observe the silence. When the sound ends, the silence begins. Humming sound is known to improve peace and tranquility in the mind. It is also known to increase nitric oxide in the nose by 15-fold. Nasal breathing increases nitric oxide with humming 15-fold, improves immunity, cardiovascular health, among other things. So practice humming sound as often as you can. Observe the peace. In this state of peace, let us put a little positive affirmation towards our health and happiness and peace. Take one liner: compassion, love, forgiveness. Any one word to cultivate that in your life on a given day. Just a little affirmation. And spreading this peace to the whole universe with the closing mantra, that is Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Peace Peace Peace. If you would like to join me. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Peace Peace Peace. Thank you very much. Namaste. And any feedback, any questions, we are here. Thank you.